See you dance. See you dance.
Hello, everybody. Hey, what you got to say? What you got to say? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? It's AJ. It's AG. Now a certified husbandolero. What's going on, all of you beautiful guys, gals, and of course my non-binary pals out there. Ooh, I need to tilt the camera. The camera has a little bit off. Anywho, what's going on? AJ Kane here, Jamario, for those of you who know me on the inters of the net. My gals, my pals, my non-binary intern pals. I hope you're doing okay out there. It is almost summertime in the northern hemisphere, depending on where you are. If you're in the southern hemisphere, well then, I guess it's almost winter for you. That's a thing, huh? That's a thing that happens. But we're back. It's Dance Rush time. It's been quite a 2 weeks, man. It's been quite a couple of weeks out there. A lot has happened. First of which, as I get ready to pop out the chat, so that way I can see everyone. One moment. Oh, that's new. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, why isn't my chat working? You're gonna need me to get down. Well, that's the goal now, isn't it? But yes, I will also play Get Down, or you mean Go Down, if that's literally what your request is. Speaking of which, speaking of Go Down and songs, yeah, on top of the news of your boy finally getting married to Mrs. Ajikin, she is now Mrs. Ajikin, I went to Colossalcon. And boy, I played a shit ton of Dance Rush while there. It was fun as hell. But let me tell you, I definitely missed a lot of the songs that are not in the current version. So the one at the con is about a year behind. One moment. Pick any song, bangers only. Got it. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I went to Colossalcon, dude. I played a shit ton of Dance Rush and a shit ton of Taiko because they had Taiko there. And I went and got some bocce, some my bocce, which are like the short little Taiko sticks. I played a shit ton of that.
Please choose the number of players.
Yo, how is it being a husband? First, hey Idol, how is it being a husbando?
In order to play the game, press the
It's
button on
kind
the
of neat,
screen below.
right? Because there's a certain kind of like feeling and weight that goes away. Although I think a lot of it is just more of the fact that I was planning a wedding for a year.
Select mode.
And so like once that was gone, it kind of allowed a lot of other feelings to kind of come in. But yeah, there is kind of like a weird feeling of like content, of being content, where that's, you know, not to sound kind of like, you know, pessimistic, which is very
Press
uncharacteristic
the
of
button
me,
on the screen below.
but there's a certain kind of feeling of I don't have to worry about, you know, being broken up with, making, you know, stuff like that. When you get married, there's like this weird thing of like permanence, where it's just like, yeah, we're together. And it might just be like that global kind of like declaration, right? But other than that, not really much has changed. I think most of the change for me has come from, you know, not planning a wedding, feeling more of like my brain space free up for stuff like this and other content. What's going on, Pacing? And then, also there's a whole thing of just like, all right, all those wedding planning feelings kind of kicked in. You know, they're gone. And I realized how much of like my own feelings and emotions and stuff I've been holding back over the past year. So it got like really emotional for about a week, which is like why I didn't stream the week of my wedding despite wanting to. And yeah, that was kind of the big part of it. But yeah, also thank you so much to all of you who tuned in not only for the wedding, but like sent me like congrats and well wishes, donated money, subs, time, energy, and yeah. Also thank you to all of you who like went on Twitter a couple of days before the wedding and just made a push to get us to 1K subs. So we did it, y'all. We're now valuable to YouTube. So pat yourselves on the back. Thank you so much, all of you. That was like one of the biggest wedding gifts that I could have gotten. Then on top of it, thank you, all of you, for picking the song that was going to be in our wedding. In which if you didn't see it, that's okay. I'll play it a little bit later on, and we'll talk about it. We're going to go ahead and warm up with this song because it's a new song. It's something that you all missed out on. All right, let's go.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
Turns out that song is good. Sharp, pretty solid. Song's catchy. That ARP that goes through the song is a banger. Let me tell you. But yeah, thank you all so much for like doing that for me. Not only getting us to 1K subs on YouTube, but also
Press the button on the screen below.
actually literally determining an important sequence in our wedding. It doesn't sound like a Chorus K song, right? It kind of sounds like Chorus K is kind of all over the place a little bit. Like, I can hear some like Chorus K instrument, but like, I mean, Chorus K is the same person who made Smooth and Sig Sig. So when you put it up against that, it's like, all right, you know what? It's not terribly weird. Yeah, you guys like actually determined a very important part and helped to make my wedding incredibly fun by like a pretty good margin. Coincidentally enough, the second place song was Love the Shuffle. But yeah, like after the wedding, I just kind of like, I had to get over the emotional stuff, and by that point, it was already Colossalcon time. And I told myself I was gonna do Colossalcon because I frankly hadn't. I haven't been to Colossal in about maybe pre-pandemic, maybe since
Press the button
2019.
on the screen below.
So it's been a minute, right? So I need to do that for myself to give myself something, to treat myself to something nice after like the stress of like planning a wedding, which is a major cost if you do like a fun or nice wedding. That's like the amount of like a new car, dude. But Miss Adrian and I did it, and it was fun as shit. And you know, I remember, so we were talking in Discord about weddings, and someone mentioned something about like, yeah, weddings, you know, they're not that fun. And something, I might need to cut this audio down. Holy crap. I didn't realize I'm so bloody flipping loud. All right, we'll talk about it a little bit more afterwards, after this song.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
First set out the way. That being said, I realized I should have peed before the stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Be right back in like a couple of minutes, I guess, while I go and pee. Be right back, y'all. Hey now, don't speed run. This is not an any percent pee break percent. But we're back. That was, sorry, had to.
Please choose the number of
That was
players.
definitely needed, dude. point, I should probably grab a fan because this round 1 is still hot. But let me
Press the
tell
button
you
on the
also,
screen below. In order to play the game,
after
press the button on the screen
Colossalcon was
below.
fucking sick. 2 reasons. 1, I haven't been there in years, and the fact
Press
that I've
the
been
button on
going
the
to
screen
anime
below.
cons for almost 20 years at this point. Uh-oh, I see it. The stream, we're back. Sorry about that. The stream seems to be doing fuck shit again. Great. Fantastic. Me and AT&T are about to fight soon. The quality should be back up. Sorry about that. Yeah, I definitely took care of some clerical things while I was walking back from tea break. Anywho, like I said, what's going on, Sebastian? How are you doing, man? Good to see you.
Press the button on the screen below.
I definitely do see that it's kind of fluctuating all over the place. Well, I do get to go. I guess I'm going to go ahead and send this one back and consider getting a new hotspot to stream with. Because this is frustrating as shit. I'm not going to go through this over and over again every single week. You're pissed off? Why? What's going on, man? We'll have a share moment in a little bit. I haven't played brand new stuff in a minute. Let's go ahead and do this.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready. Go.
Okay, in any case, Sebastian, what's going on, dude? Tell us about your woes, man. And hopefully, from today forward, it'll get better for you.
Press the button on the screen below.
Also, something cool coming up to consider. We got the summer events, the summer events coming up, and Spark Festival is going to be happening soon, as it does every end of July, August. So that's going to be fucking sick.
Let's bring
Oh my god, I freaking hate it.
Press the button on the screen below.
I can't even have a good stream, dude. Come on, AT&T. Now I'm pissed off. Well, hopefully this stream isn't dead for you all. It's definitely kind of mucking up on mine from what I could see.
Now let me.
Also, not gonna lie, definitely had this
Press the button on the screen below.
for quite a bit. In which, by the way, if you haven't gotten this song, it's back. So the stamp event for this song is back. You can go ahead and get it again. All right, well, let's go ahead and play this if the stream is okay.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
Just Dance. So what do you use for Just Dance? Do you use do you play the do you use a Kinect with the do you use the Kinect camera, or are you playing with like the PS Move or
Press the button on the screen below.
like I know like some versions use like you can use a mobile phone, which is interesting. But I totally get that. That's annoying. when something like that out of your control
Thank you
just
for
happens.
playing.
That's frustrating as shit. I'm sorry, dude. If you have a Kinect camera, I hope that shit just did not die on you. Because them bitches are becoming hard to find these days. Oh, Just Dance Now, the mobile version. I still haven't tried that. I'm not sure how that one works. I know that, like I said, I know there was a mobile version. And so what? Do you like hold it
Please
while you
choose the
dance
number of players.
to Just Dance, or? Because I can see how that would work. Kind of like how originally, like
to play
Just
the game,
Dance before
press
it
the
made its
button
way
on the
to like
screen
the
below.
Xbox Connect. Originally, like you just held a Wiimote and it just detected like your movements based off of how close it was to the actual movement.
Press the button on the screen below. Select mode.
Oh shit, nice. Top 3 on the leaderboard. That's sick. That also means, so fun fact, I used to work for Microsoft, right? And one of my main jobs was to be a... So I think I understand why the connection keeps on dying, on top of the fact that I may have just accidentally unplugged it. We're back, don't worry, Dragos, we're back, oh no. I think we back.
Okay, stand by in the
The
center
stream
of
has
the
been giving us
stage.
issues all day. I think Twitch is salty.
Ready.
Welcome back. Tanya, how are you? I'm okay. This stream being ridiculous either because of Twitch or either because of my connection. I think it's my connection mostly. I'm pissed off at Twitch, like many people today, for a few reasons.
Press the button on the screen below.
Pissed off enough that it got included in the stream title. So that says something. So, if you don't care about, live streaming or content creation or whatever, then this might not ruffle your feathers as much. Although you can probably understand why people would be upset.
Press the button on the
Twitch
screen below.
Kind of. Oh, thank you so much for the congratulations. Thank you all for all your support during the wedding. It was awesome. So, Twitch has been kind of making some really controversial decisions as of late. Basically by either taking away revenue streams, like taking away the amount that they make, trying to force streamers into showing more ads while like cutting the amount that they would make normally, which is fucking dumb. Today they announced some changes to how you as a viewer, you as a streamer, can showcase ads on your own channel. So there have always been exceptions where like headsers that they want to chill, or like sponsored streams where like a company has you play a game, or for paying the streamer. So basically they kind of like put aggressive limitations on that, and we'll talk about it a little bit more in a second after this song.
Stand by in the center of the stage. Ready. Press the button on the screen below.
I imagine we're back. Looked like the stream died for a second. Man, that's frustrating as hell. Thank you for the congrats. I appreciate it.
Thank you for playing.
Let me go ahead and find a fan really quick. 1 second. We'll talk about the Twitch stuff in a moment. Okay, let's continue. So yeah, it's more of like, it's not paying viewers, of course. It's more of paying the streamers. So they said you are no longer allowed to have, like, if you are going to show any ads, like a sponsor or something like that, or any icons from, like, say, a sponsor, something like that, they can take up no more than 3% of your of the stream. So, that being said, use your mental math here. Like, imagine what, like, 1% of this window, of the window you're watching it looks like, right? Be it that you're on PC or mobile. Now multiply that times 3. It's still not big. So if you were to, like, if you're watching this in 1080, right? If we kind of, like, let's ballpark it, right? Let's say like 1%. Yeah, let's say like 1% is like 19 by 10. 19 pixels by 10 pixels. So you're looking at about 58 by 30. It can't be any bigger than 58 by 30 pixels, which is pretty fucking tiny. So that being said, like the Fuego, you know, this Fuego icon that's right here that I'm kind of like moving around and such. Yeah, that's too big. That is not allowed according to Twitch. And and a lot of you will probably be like, yeah, that's very unoffensive. What the hell? If you watch any video game tournaments, competitions, if you're like, you know, a League person, Dota, Counter-Strike, or CSGO, any of that crap, those full screen ads where they like talk about their sponsors and like have coupon codes and stuff like that, banned. Can't do that. Can't do that anymore. Not allowed. Also, something else that they did, 3% as in overall, as in screen size. It can't take up any more than 3% of your screen. Banned. Now, let's say, like, what if it's like a physical product placement or like, you know, an unboxing? They said that's allowed. You're allowed to unbox stuff on stream. You're allowed to have it in the background, kind of like how a lot of people have, like, you know, a mini fridge with like G Fuel or something in the background, stuff like that. That's okay. Also, like those tournaments, those video ads that they'll have, where they're like mini commercials, banned. Also, audio ads. So I imagine this one's very unclear, but I would like to think that they could, you know, expand that to mean like, say, like audio read. So like if you're watching like a live podcast and they do a sponsor segment where they like break for sponsors and read out their sponsors out loud. Nope, can't do that shit. That's banned. So basically Twitch, Twitch has a couple things. One, you guys, I'm sure you all are familiar with how Twitch will just blast you with ads for any stream that you're not subbed to, and also put ads on the side of the window. Very annoying, right? One thing they also will do is, if you're not a content creator on Twitch, you may not be aware of, or content creator in general, you may not be aware of the fact that there are like certain companies or certain services that are streaming platforms, but they also offer like, where they offer a service where they get sponsors for you. So like they'll try to like match you up with sponsor opportunities from like different, for me it's like a bunch of different gaming, like mobile gaming stuff. That's pretty much what I get generally. Although I got one for Babbel and I almost did it at one point, but I just didn't have the time because wedding. So they'll offer like, they'll kind of be like your agent, so to speak. I get mobile ads. I have Stream Elements on this as well. So I'll get ads from Stream Elements will be like that middleman. And they do that because, one, sifting through, trying to find different sponsor opportunities, or at least getting blasted by emails from different like companies, ad agencies, stuff like that is annoying and time consuming. By yourself if you're an independent person. They'll do that because, one, it is convenient, but mostly because with them as the middleman, they get to take a cut, these agencies. So Twitch wants to make it so that you use them as the middleman and they make the money. Which kind of fucking sucks because all those other agencies now are losing a source of income if you want to continue using Twitch. But the biggest change, and the one that's relevant to this channel, is that you are no longer allowed to stream to multiple platforms. Now they changed the thing where, like, before, if you didn't know, if you stream on Twitch, if you're an affiliate or a partner, there was a moratorium. Moratorium being like that's not the right word. There is a God, I forget the word. An embargo. That's it. There's an embargo on the amount of time. There was an embargo on how long you had to wait before you could upload clips or footage from Twitch to any other streaming platforms or services or video sites. So, for me, currently up until, today, I had to wait 24 hours before I could upload any clips or video or footage from my Twitch stream to social media, YouTube, Vimeo, any TikTok, whatever the fuck, any of that shit. They changed it. They said, like, all right, that's gone now. But you can't stream to multiple platforms. So, like, right now, I'm streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Kick right now. So for a while, they said, like, all right, we're changing that. If you're a partner, if you're a Twitch partner, you can stream to other platforms. Probably, like, and, I think it was other platforms, but, like, they were like, no, but maybe not YouTube. No, I don't know about that. It was basically an exclusivity thing. If you're an affiliate like I am, you can't do it at all. As you see, I have said fuck that for a long time and just been doing it until Jeff Bezos shoots the stream dead. Now, and the way that you would get around it, a lot of people got around it, was like, they said, fuck that shit. You know what we're going to do? We're going to, like, revoke. We're going to back out of our Twitch agreement and, not have the ability to have subscribers, all that other crap. But, we'll have our own income streams like Patreon, direct donations, whatever, right? Now, they revoked that. So even if you're not not in a partnership with Twitch, you can't multi-stream, period. It's just dead. You're not allowed to do it. It breaks the terms of service and they can terminate your channel. You just get banned from Twitch, which fucking sucks. Because for one, Twitch is, thanks to that GDQ bump, Twitch is mostly where most of my followers are. I have like over 2,000 something followers for this channel. But I would say a great deal of people who know about this channel and like consume the content of, what I do are on YouTube. Most of the Asian, Japanese players, international players primarily use YouTube. Like Twitch presence is kind of generally non-existent outside of, say, North America. It's outside of like North America, Europe, some of South America, right? Everywhere else in the world, pure YouTube. That's all people fuck with. So that sucks, right? Because one thing I would say is that the channel has felt more fleshed out, and it felt like it's kind of grown a little bit more based off the fact that I started streaming on YouTube. I've gotten to meet so many more people, so many more of you guys, vicariously through the internet by just streaming on YouTube, and I'm super grateful for it. And that fucking sucks, right? That's getting ripped away. Like, Twitch is making it harder to make money on our own terms, on a streamer's own terms, without doing it their way, without blasting you, the viewer, with ads. And it's also kind of like, it sucks because it also restricts the growth of like your brand, your social media, your channel to just Twitch only. So that fucking sucks, right? So that being said, if in this next week Twitch doesn't roll back a lot of that stuff, we're gonna try streaming to just YouTube, Kick, and I'll look into streaming to TikTok as well, because that's a fucking thing, right? So that's what's going on with that. Sorry for the long-winded rant and less Dance Rush, but like that's something that's actually like applicable to this channel, to this stream, and is kind of an existential crisis, so to speak, for it. So we're gonna try that for a little bit and see what happens. If the support and presence is strong, well then we might just say fuck Twitch for a while, right? We might just have to put Twitch into the box for a bit. Maybe not throw it in the trash. Put it into put it in a cardboard box and put it in the attic for a bit. For Mistake on the Lake, we're already, all of us TLs, all of this Mistake on the Lake staff, we're already talking about what we do from there, and where do we go from here, what our options are, and if we're going to continue, if we're going to do it on Twitch or not. Because Ohio DDR does have a pretty large following on Twitch as well. During Upbeat, the massive DDR tournament that we had, majority of the viewers were on Twitch. Like I would say about a good, at our peak, I'd say about a good 800 viewers were just on Twitch. Whereas like the other 200 were watching on YouTube. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening. Well, rant's over. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to my rant. Not a day ruiner, but like, ugh, dude, the fuck, why? Billionaires suck, dude. Capitalism fucking sucks.
Please choose the number of players.
All right, let's go ahead and
In order to play the
some
game,
more of
press the
this
button on the
music.
screen below.
Get some more dance on. Stream seems to be kind of doing okay. I think I figured out what the defect is. I figured out what the defect is with this
Select mode.
hotspot. And why the internet connection keeps on dropping out there. Ever thought of introducing Mrs. Ajikin? So
Press the
Mrs.
button on
Ajikin
screen
is
below.
very aware of the arcade and Dance Rush, and so Mrs. Ajikin grew up in Poland. Well, she is Polish. She's been in America for about, I'd say like 8 or 9 years at this point. Just became a citizen 2 years ago. So if you know anything about Shuffle a Billionaires Away, man, that would be sick. That'd be fucking rad. I'd say, this isn't like a stereotype or whatever. This is actually kind of a thing. This isn't video game dancing and all this stuff is completely different. It's treated completely different over there, especially if you are a girl, if you are a woman. If you are a woman, you fall into like very strong gender stereotypes over there and stuff like that. So she never got the opportunity to pick up like arcade games or video gaming in general, outside of like kind of like lightly touching
Press the
stuff
button on the screen
in her
below.
teeth. Also, the biggest reason is that going to arcades is sensory overload for Mrs. Ajikin, and she really cannot stand being in an arcade for long. It makes her very uncomfortable and she has to get the fuck out. Which I totally get that. That's a thing for a lot of people. Auditory and sensory overload is a real thing. I'm crazy and I thrive better with chaos. So more people, more noise, more flashes, I do really well with. If there were a home, like she has expressed interest. She has expressed interest in like in our ITG up at home and like learning that. She also thought Dance Around was really cool, and she was like, "That's a game for me."
Hey.
But that's pretty much it. She just will not play because the arcades are just too much for her. But it'd be fucking rad though. It'd be fucking sick. The important thing is that she tolerates my bullshit, and she's like, I'm happy that she has something that makes you happy. Which is why I was totally cool with marrying her. And she let me play DDR and Dance Rush music on our wedding. During the ceremony even. Let's play this.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
Alright, so well, we're just gonna let this fail out on both songs because the pad is doing that. That's the thing that's happening. Also, thank you. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you for the congrats. Yeah, Mrs. Adrian rules.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage.
And that's kind of like the cool thing, you know, not to sound boomer or grandpa giving you advice, but it's a really cool thing. You know, a lot of people don't like, they really try to focus on, they think like the perfect situation with like finding a partner, dating is finding someone who like 100% is into your interests. Their ideal person likes everything they like, and they can do it together. When in actuality, in my experience and opinion of being on this earth for 36 years at this point, is that you don't want someone who just likes just likes the same shit that you like. It gets kind of smothering, and also like when it comes time for you to do something that's just for you or something that only you enjoy, you need those moments. Sometimes you need a moment to just have something that's for you, to have alone time.
Please choose the number of players.
Not to mention, if you date someone with like you know, you can have some similarities, but you can have someone with different interests and hobbies. You tend to learn a lot about like different people, different communities, different worlds. And you also tend to learn, you know, you compare that to yourself, and you learn a lot about yourself too. You know, you may not be into some particular thing. You may not be into, like, let's say your partner plays volleyball,
Select
right?
mode.
And the most athletic coordination you have is the rhythm games that you may play in the arcade. Hypothetical, right? But, you know, you can see, like, yo, the athleticism that gets in the volleyball, you know how you need to do that? Huh. What does it take to get that good? Let me try it. I may not like it directly, but I kind of like the idea of I like this and this and this. And you start to blend your hobbies together. It makes you a better person. You don't want someone to be completely opposite, because that sucks. Especially in these day and age. Speaking of which, happy Pride Month from your favorite pansexual Dance Rush streamer. But especially in these days where sometimes being the exact opposite is just like, yo, I just don't want people like you to exist. Be it that you are straight, gay, trans, black, white, Asian, whatever. There's extremes these days. So you don't want that. But it's kind of nice to have someone who's aligned on your morals, but like has their own shit that's fun. It's neat. And they're supportive of what you do. All right, so let's try this again. Let's see if the phantom foot is still here. Fingers crossed, y'all.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
But, oh yeah. So as I sit and hydrate a little bit, Boonsa, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I am now a proud husband.
Press the button on the screen below.
But now that I am done planning a wedding and I have more free time and mental space, I decided to fill it with doing more content for the channel, for the stream. So, I've had an idea for quite a while. So, if you pay attention, if you've ever seen like some other like musical content creators, like yo, Hirovine. Hello.
Press the button on the screen below.
Annyeong, friend. So if you're seeing like other channels, like one of my favorite dance channels is Steezy. Totally give them totally follow them on YouTube. Totally sub to their channel. Awesome dance content. Awesome dance tutorials and advice that they also give too. But they have a thing. They have a recurring segment where they'll have a song. They'll pick a song and they'll invite 2 to 3 dancers on. And then each of those dancers makes a routine to that song. And then they just have like all the other dancers that are making that routine judge it and just like give their opinions and just like be amazed. It's almost always positive feedback. Andrew Huang is another one where instead of dancing, he's a music producer. So he'll have like actual like music producers and artists come on. They'll take a sample and then they'll mix the sample and they'll each judge each other's sample. And it's always positive. What if we did that for DanceRush? Let's talk about it more after this.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
I still cannot hear half the samples for in Dance or Dead. Like I hear Necrosis Girl all over the place, but I can't hear I can't find the samples for Love to Shuffle in the song. I think this song rules. I think the chart is very underrated. The people
Press
who
the button
don't
on
like
the screen
it,
below.
in my opinion, I think they just kind of find it boring. They find the chart boring at least. And then also, yo, we got double raise. We got DANCERUSH in 6 out. Yo, with the 14-person raid. Let's boogie. What's going on, all of you beautiful people, guys, gals, non-binary and trans pals out there? Welcome, Raiders. See, now I'm pumped. Now I'm pumped.
Please choose the number of players.
Now the energy is bigging up in here. Now it's time to flex, baby.
Press the button
If
on
you
the
are
screen
new
below.
here, hello, I am Asiakin Jamario, for those of you who know me outside the inters of the net. And I stream DanceRush Stardom. I imagine some of you, like I see Azrix here, some of you may be familiar with rhythm games. If not, DanceRush is a rhythm game, like DDR. Same company, actually. But it's based off of shuffling, you know, doing that stuff. Game's neat because you can make up your own style. The game encourages you to make up your own style. So for about 2 to 3 hours every week, I play DanceRush, I freestyle, I dance all over the place. The music bangs, and you get to have a good time.
Press the button on the screen below.
Shout out to the East Coast Stardom crew also. You just played the, yo! East Coast Stamina, how did you do? Is the question. I never heard the Love to Shuffle part. It went really well. Top 5 overall. That's really, I didn't realize that that's going on at the moment. So I think that might be my new goal this year, is to get a little bit more into stamina. Because like I generally have like bursts of like playing ICG whenever it's like ITL season or like EFCA or ECFA. That's usually when I start playing heavy. By the way, I'm looking forward to ECFA this year. That shit's fun. It makes you a better player. Speaking of bangers, we're gonna play this banger, because this song goes, my guy. That work is hard to make and watch the stream at the same time. I mean, Boots, you're a regular here. You're a VIP here. You know what it is. 617s, 516s. Yo, good shit. Especially on those 617s. Looking Christ. I feel like after like the 14 wall, it starts to get a little ridiculous, right? The difference being just like the density and then how long that song is. Yeah, grats, man. By the way, 6, also, thank you so much for the raid, big man. Big player, big pimpin'. Oh. Yeah, good job, guys. All right, let's go ahead and play this banger. Let's keep the good vibes going. Let's keep the heat. Let's keep the heat. Let's keep the hype going. Celebrate some W's. I like W's. I like W's coming this way.
Press the
I think it would be
button on
smart
the
if I
screen
just
below.
decided to grab a chair. Boots are getting back into ITG. Yo, let's go. Let's fucking go, my guy. Turns out, ITG can be pretty fun. Especially when you have a well-curated
Press
path
the button on the
with
screen
good
below.
cart makers. Shit turns out to be fun. Compared to like, actually when ITG was a real thing itself, when you had ITG 1 and 2 and 3 was on the horizon, I'm having more fun playing the game. Playing Stepmania, ITG, stuff like that right now than I was when that game was brand new. Because, I mean, for one thing, yeah, it was awesome to have like an alternative to DDR that was way more technical and more difficult and offered like new ways to play the game with like mines and hands and stuff like that and rolls eventually. But the amount of stuff that's out that you can get with ITG these days, you really know that you missed a stamp for love usage. Oh yeah. It almost feels like I don't know how long ago it was that Let's Dance Around came out. Was it 6 months or something like that? They always do a restamp event, but I would like it to be sooner. I can understand that. Wait, Ocean Web. And man, that was tiring. Yeah, that's when you start to get into stamina. But that kind of brings up my point is that like the game is more fun to play because there's a wider that people now understand. They have a better understanding as to like the different things that make playing Aero Stomp games fun. Also, the biggest thing I like about it is that there's now curated packs and charts that actually help improve you as a player. There's like progression versus like hitting massive jumps in different places, which you kind of have with a lot of these games.
Ready. Thank you for playing.
Well, that was annoying. Stream dying again. Crazy Loop. That is... If it's what I think it is, it's been I haven't played that in quite a while, actually. But yeah, what I did like, what I like about ITG Statmania these days is that there's progression. if you want, there are charts and packs that are catered to specific techniques, and like certain types of fundamentals, which will not only make you better at like Step Mania and stuff like that, will make you better at other Aerostomp games like DDR and Pump It Up, right? So stuff like crossover tech, foot switches, jacks, all of that stuff. Yo, Drago, thanks for coming by and hanging out for a little bit of time. I appreciate you, bud. Get some sleep. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your week, fam. And do good out. Favorite one, Steezy, how they have like, you know, three dancers of different styles come up with routine for the same song, and each of those dancers like critiques the other. Usually, like I said, it's never like negative feedback. They're usually just like, yo, that was sick, yo, that was dope, I like that. What if we have that for Dance Rush, where I'll get like maybe another Dance Rush player, a well-known Dance Rush player, a lesser-known Dance Rush player, one that has style, one that, you know, stuff like that. And we pick a song. Or maybe you, the viewer, picks a song. And then each of us come up with a freestyle to it. And maybe, you know, we'll kind of go into a little bit of background as to why we chose the moves that we did. Going a little, you know, like behind the curtain, behind baseball as to what went into like doing our routine, and then we showcase our freestyles to each other and just react to it, right? Burtsa said, if only. Well, I think that's going to be the next thing we do on this channel. I'm going to toss it up there, right? I'm going to toss it out there to the internet, to YouTube, Twitter, whatever, and see what y'all think about it. I think the response is going to be very positive. I think people are going to like that. Because it's something I've wanted to do for a while. But like I've lacked the mental creativity, motivation, and drive for one, because like planning a wedding, and then like me getting much better at not only like doing content creation, but also my style has gotten so much better, dude. It's gotten way better, to the point where like now I feel confident. I feel comfortable being able to put out like a good freestyle, something that looks good and doesn't look as awkward. So that would be rad. And I think I have a couple of ideas as to like who to pick. It just depends on availability, and then in some cases the language barrier, so I may have to find a translator for certain places and whatever. But I think that would be freaking cool, and that's something I'm going to look into getting started soon. Plus, it would be helpful for like the people who have their own like social media and channels and stuff like that, because like they can do their reaction to it, and like it could be a collaboration.
In order to play the game, press the button on the
July
screen
is
below.
your 1 year playing Dance Rush and found how much. I know, right? By the way, congratulations on nearing your year of playing Dance Rush.
Press the button on the screen
Happy
below.
to have you. But I mean, in the 5 years that I've been playing this game, I recently saw like what I look like in that first month that I was
Select
playing.
mode.
and I've also seen what I look like over like by year. And right now, my style is the best it has ever been. And I'm someone who at one point was like probably the number one player the number one style scorer in the U.S. Maybe not so much anymore. I'm still a pretty top contender, and we'll see how it goes at Eclipse East when I compete. But holy crap, I'm so much better, and I'd like to see how that goes. And, you know, plus it's a chance to like, for people who are fans of certain players, it's a good chance to see like what goes through your favorite players' minds, like when they play, what their styles are, and maybe pick up some ideas. One of the most common things that gets talked about in the DanceRush Discord, if not, and by the way, if you're not in the DanceRush Discord, you should be. Pretty cool place. Pretty awesome group of people there. But one of the things that gets talked about all the time is just like, what do I do? Where are you getting these ideas? How do you learn this stuff? When a lot of it is just, I tell people all the time that like, I'm going to steal tech. I love stealing ideas, and you should do the same with me. It's the sincerest form of flattery, imitation. Like, what better is to show that like, yo, that was sick. Let me try that myself. Let me do it, and let me put my own spin on it. And I think it'd be a very valuable thing, and kind of a cool idea to kind of keep like some good ideas, some good interest in DanceRush going. Not that it is dead or anything like that, but it is definitely not as like talked about and robust as a community than, you know, when the game first started in those first couple of years before the pandemic. You learn most of your style through internet trial and error. Yo, that's real though, right? A great deal of my hobbies have come just from me seeing it on the internet and saying, yo, that looks cool, let me try that. All right, let's go ahead and play this. We'll talk about this more afterwards.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
All right. But yeah, that's something that I would like to do next. Because I've been talking about how I've wanted to do more at the channel than just upload charts. And I've had ideas. I've even recorded some, but
Press
never
the
put it
button
out.
on the screen
By the way,
below.
shout out to the 666, the quads. Quads, my homies. We did it. Shout out to quads. But yeah, I've even recorded some footage and have never used it. One, I'm primarily self-taught in a lot of this stuff. I have no. I'm good at
Press the button on the
execution
screen below.
with a little bit of wiggle room for creativity, but I don't have an artistic mind, if that makes any sense. I'm very much a person of like who's good at mastery via execution, right? So like stuff that like, you know, full comboing these charts, you can get EXE, very much in my wheelhouse as a skill set. But maybe not so much in terms of like style and stuff like that. That's something that I have to kind of get very comfortable with and warm up with. I have to work my way in. I'm finally getting to that point where I've worked my way into style. But yeah, like creativity in terms of like creating content. Like I have ideas, but I have no way on executing it. I don't know how. So this is kind of also a challenge to me to kind of like throw myself in to this world a little bit and try to learn how to like edit and do more, so to speak. Yeah. So that's kind of the idea for that. I think the Mistake on the Lake announcement for this month, I'm going to announce next week. But if you don't know, Mistake on the Lake is going to be the next, it's a yearly tournament. It's a yearly rhythm gaming event that we hold here at this round one in Cleveland, Ohio every year. It is now a rhythm game major in the United States. Let's cheat. Let's give myself a little bit more time. It's now a rhythm game major. We have DDR, Pump, 2DX. Well, not 2DX, Sound Voltec, and DanceRush. Last year was the first year we had DanceRush Freestyle, and we're going to do it again. So after this song, I'll go over like the announcements that I've already made. It's going to be bigger
Press the
and
button
better
on the screen below.
this year.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready. Go.
The homie Nano Ninja tells me to drink water, so I'm gonna drink some water. How's it going, buddy? How you doing out there, man?
Press the button on the screen below.
Highest ITG level? Off memory, I have several 14s. Eating Sando, crushing Sandos for the boys.
Thank you for playing.
I know for a fact I have many 14s. I think I have like 1 or 2 15s off the top of my head. It's mostly that after a certain point, like I said, I'm going to try to break into more stamina stuff this year. That's a goal I'm going to set for myself. But playing stamina charts just isn't the most fun thing to me. Not that it's hard. Also, I mean, my stamina has gone down lately just due to age and having a job where I sit on my ass for a great deal of the day. But just like, yeah, I enjoy chart complexity or like a well-made chart, and stamina kind of tends to throw that a little bit out of the window for working, for like focusing on like one specific part. Yeah, it sounds like you boots. It sounds like you push yourself really damn hard. Idol, was I at an Arcade Olympics last year? Yes, I was. I was at Arcade Olympics. I planned on streaming it, but like there was just so much that went wrong with that trip outside of the event that I didn't really have a good time. I didn't hang out with people as much.
Please choose the number of players.
Didn't play casuals as much with anyone. My flight down there, my flight to Melbourne fucking sucked. It was very uncomfortable. My neck and back were like in pain. My hotel room was fucked up. I had like an ant infestation. So like a couple of hours before the DanceRush division started, which would have been like my time to like get there, warm up, prep, set up the stream, relax, have fun a little bit. I spent it packing up my shit, unable to eat lunch because it was covered in ants. The DoorDash that I got was covered in ants. And I just straight up went into it in just not a good mindset. I had like, it got to the point where like I had like one of the many few panic attacks I've ever had in my life. I think I can count the amount of times I've had an anxiety attack in my entire life on one hand. That day was one of them. So like my mind was just gone at that point, and I did shit. I did fucking terrible.
Press the button on the screen below.
And you know, so to be honest, me going this year, I probably am not going to go this year, just based off of that experience. Unless like they pay me to come down or something like that. Plus, you know, with the wedding and having to take a honeymoon and going to visit my in-laws in Poland, it's just like the amount of free time I have is very limited anyway. So that's kind of where I'm at. I love the community. Like all the Florida players are fucking sick. Everyone down there is awesome. I just didn't have a good time last year. And it kind of felt like the amount of money that I spent, which was kind of roughly around like $800 to $1,000, was just down the fucking tubes. It feels like I wasted a good amount of money when I could have just stayed home. I was happy to see someone who I've inspired, who's looked up to me for a while, finally win a DanceRush tournament. So that was like a very good thing. But yeah, other than that, it was kind of meh. I didn't have a good time. But don't let that stop you from going if you go. You'll have fun, man. You'll definitely have fun. Alright, let me tie up my shoes. That has been fucking up my accuracy this entire stream. Alright, let's go.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready. Go.
You have a house in Melbourne. Holy ballering! Big baller. This boy got the winter house.
Press the button on the screen below.
It's kind of weird also. I learned that Melbourne is not a big city, but it's also not small, if that makes any sense. It's your grandparents. I figured it was like a relatives or like something like that. So like, even if it were on like the edge of Melbourne, it's not. It wouldn't be that far. Like the arcade monsters from the airport is only like less than 10 minutes away. It's relatively close. And despite the fact that I had a bad experience with them, the hotel is literally like a 5 to 10 minute walk. It's less than a mile away from the venue. I walked, except for when like I forgot stuff and I had to hurry up and run back to my hotel and back. I ended up walking there every single day. So, if you just want to hang out and play arcade games and play Dance Rush, hell, that place has it. It's pretty cool. But I mean, go for it, dude. Especially if you have that close of a connection where you don't have to worry about like, getting a hotel or Airbnb. I'd say fucking go for it, dude. Worst case scenario, you just have, worst case scenario, you have a bad time playing the game, but you have an awesome time meeting all these new people. What's going on, Bahamut? You're sorry to hear that. That was almost a year ago, man. That was so long ago. It's all good. I talked about it like the week after I came back. But thank you. Welcome back to you, Bahamut. How have you been, big man? We're going to play one of the new charts that's going on with this event. This chart fucking rules, dude. I don't hate the original, but even I will admit that this is a much better chart than the original version of the song. It's not like Shuffle the Cards that I just played where it just completely obsoletes it. Yeah, that happened in November.
Press the button on the screen below.
Okay. So as I sit up with this screw, Dance Rush, please. Anyone else's Dance Rush cabs just have a problem with like the screws deciding to like come out the damn pad? What's going on, Tap? How are you doing, friend? Oh yeah, so this month's Mistake on the Lake announcements. Yes, it is back. Dance Rush Freestyle Division is coming back. However, there are some changes, and I'll list off what's new, what makes this year's a little bit more different. A lot of it was based off of feedback that we got. Two very important things that I announced at the beginning is that number one of the biggest pieces of feedback that I got was that it was very unclear, even with the rule set, explaining it a little bit. It was pretty unclear as to why judges gave certain scores that they did, what they were looking for, so to speak. This year, we're going to actually, the change that we're making is that we're going to have each judge, be it before the tournament and like, you know, on a Twitter post, a profile, or even like, and probably as well, right before the tournament starts as a reminder, say what they're looking for. Because each judge looks for a little bit something different. I would say, you know, of course, dancing is subjective. Let's be real at the end of the day. It's very subjective. What one person finds
Please choose the number of players.
appealing, stylish or whatever is different and sometimes can be wildly different or even opposite as to what another person finds. And although, you know, a freestyle, these freestyles may not be off the cuff, they may not be spontaneous until the final round, in which that's saying the same.
Select mode.
They may be rehearsed, you know, planned, choreographed. It's still nice to know. And if there is a little bit of notice, it does allow for a little bit of metagaming, so to speak. You're able to kind of like tailor your freestyle.
Press the button on the screen below
to be good, to highlight certain things that may be, you know, favorable for your score at the end of the day. The second thing that we're going to be doing is that someone did ask, well, can doubles freestyle? What about doubles? And I said, that's not a bad idea. So while there will not be a separate doubles division, double freestyle as in more than one person is allowed in this year's Mistake on the Lake DanceRush freestyle division. There's going to be specific rules about it though.
Press the button on the screen
So
below.
temper your expectations, but why not allow the creativity of that? Also, one of the big announcements is that it's being worked on, but our special guest judge, we plan to have a KAC finalist. I'm not saying which one, and if you guess, I'm just going to always say you're wrong, because I'm not going to give an answer until it's time to announce it. We're going to have a KAC finalist as your special guest judge. Last month's announcement, May,
Press the
is
button
that
on the screen below.
we're going to have more people. There are going to be more people that can qualify to the finals, as well as opportunities for additional players to qualify to the final round. Fun fact, everyone who makes it to the final round wins money. So we're giving the opportunity for up to 4 additional players to make it to the final round. So there can be 8 people that win money, that go home with money for this event. And that will be controlled by the viewers watching. But yeah, this month's announcement, nothing big. I'll just tell you what it is. We're going to be posting the official rules, the official rule set this month, probably within the next week or 2. So please look forward to that. I'll let you know about it when the time comes. All right, let's go ahead and play this, y'all.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
Pat acting funny. Not that I care about scores, but it's incredibly distracting when you get misses that shouldn't be. I think we're going to take a pad maintenance break. So let me go and get a cloth and a cleaning implement and get ready to wipe down this pad, because I don't have Swiffer Chance. Swiffer Chance taking a day off today.
Press the button
let me
on
go
the
grab that
screen
really
below.
quick.
press the button on the screen below.
Hey, Pseudo. How's it going over there, friend? We're just going to go ahead and wipe down this pad because I'm tired of it being fucky. All sorts of bullshit on this pad. Also, in my practice, I found that there is such thing as cleaning the pad a little bit too much. Because if it calibrates with like some dust and stuff on it, then that's okay. That's just something that it'll ignore. But what I found is that if you clean it too much, and then like a little piece of dust or something gets on the pad, it'll cause all sorts of like, the pad will actually be like, yeah, there's something on here, and it'll give you like flickers and ghosting. So there's definitely some of the best pads I've played. Ones that were just like,
okay,
yeah, we have dust
center of the stage.
But that's about it.
Ready.
Like, I got my Garuda EXC at the other round one here in Ohio, and that pad had all sorts of bullshit with one. And I remember Lo-Fi, Terra, aka Terrakun, he got his hard mode EXC at that same arcade when the pad wasn't like pristine. It's kind of weird how it works out. But it also depends on what's on the pad, right? If it's just like, you know, dust and maybe like some dust bunnies, some lint in the corners, that's one thing, versus like actual material that moves when you step and causes a flicker. All I know is, just like last year,
press the button on the
mistake
screen
on the
below.
lake when, shout out to James, aka Tweak, one of the big round one techs and rhythm game players that in here round one in the US. We took this pad apart and cleaned the shit out of it. And that pad played like it was brand fucking new. The worst that anyone could say about it was that it was a little too grippy because we like did a pristine cleaning. And shout out to Astral Mix's partner for going on a detective hunt for some of the forbidden baby powder to give that pad a little bit of slide, right? What's going on, Meepston? Your mistake on the Lake 5 announcement for you and Pseudo, who just got here, is that we will be announcing the rule set in the next week or two. So not a big, major showstopper announcement, but very relevant. Very relevant to you. The announcement of the announcement. And then the following month, the registration opens up in July. And at that point, I think it's going to be I think we decided that during the local DDR tournament, Left Down Upright, here in Ohio, a small scale DDR tournament for more of the local crowd, I'm going to make the next announcement. And that's going to be a big one, in which, if you weren't, there's going to be two announcements, I'll say. that are going to make you very likely register and book a trip to out here to Ohio to be here. This is going to be the first one. The second one is revealing who the special guest judge is. So you're going to be looking at my rule set for inspiration. Okay, well, it's going to be, I'll say this, the rule set's going to be very similar to last year, which was also kind of inspired off of yours, right? Like with us only having one machine, it kind of limits what we can do. It kind of only puts us, it makes it so that kind of the only thing we can do is freestyle. If we had two cabs, then, you know, we could do more of a head-to-head, KAC, like how it is with like one of the coolest things I did like about Eclipse East was that you did have a final round where, like, you know, the top X amount go on to do another freestyle. The only difference, all right, Boone, so thanks a lot for hanging out, man. The only difference is that instead of it being like another, you know, choreographed freestyle, hey, I hope you have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your week too, Boone. So, man, thanks a lot for hanging out as you always do. Is that I very much value overall skill at the game. Like, with enough grinding, anyone can come up with a freestyle, a routine to this game, to a song in this game, and crush it. But it takes another level of skill that's a little bit more like something that I think unanimously all of us can agree on is a better player, it makes a better player. If you can freestyle to a song that you didn't rehearse to and still put up a good score.
Please choose the number of players.
There's a good chance. Hey, all of a sudden you talking my language now. Head-to-head format is where I excel
Press the
at.
button on the screen below. Press the button on the screen below.
If you can get two cabs, yeah, I would say go for head-to-head. It all depends on how much time you have and how much time you want to spend doing and sitting and doing that shit. But that would fucking be sick.
Press the button on the screen below. Although, a couple of ideas did pop into my head. And I'm going to put them out there. I'm going to put them out there. And I don't mean, you know, in a direct conversation. I'm just going to put them out there in the essence. And it'll be up to you to pick. Since I will be competing at it, I don't want to poison the well, so to speak. Brother, friends, let me tell you, after Colossalcon, playing primarily Dance Rush,
for hours, multiple hours each day, and taiko as well. I had to go home and start, like when I got back, what was it? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Sunday, you know, I got back Sunday, whatever. Monday, the next day, I booked a session with this kinesiologist, this stretch lab, this PT group facility, and got like a membership. And I had to get, and they stretched me out. Like not even, it's kind of like, you know, having someone assist you in stretching, but like really like fucking putting it in there. There's a couple of Pennsylvania players. I'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
Congratulations on either watching while you work or getting off of work with enough time to hang out. Also, congrats on the scores, Matt, by the way.
Press the button on the screen below.
Those songs suck. So getting like above a 95, even your one score on a 98, is fucking sick, dude. I'm happy to retweet progress. I'm happy to retweet W's. I love cheerleading for the homies, cheerleading for the success for all. It is nothing for me to do it. It is a joy even. But yeah, good shit. Congrats, man. So, Meadson. An idea. I have a couple ideas to put out in the air. What if you do a bracket, what if you make it, what if you make the grand final round? What if you make the grand final round a freestyle round?
Press the button on the screen below.
But kind of like how KAC works. And that's one thing I kind of do, I don't mind about KAC, how they do that. Even though they don't pick it. They don't pick the individual songs. It's kind of like a card draw. Where it's still a head-to-head set, but the set is going to be the songs that each person picks. So like, let's say I pick this one, this is my freestyle song, and then, you know, the other person's pick is Fuck If I Know, Crazy Shuffle, right?
Press the button on a screen
And then you
below.
rate it that way. I think that'll be hype. I think that would be hype as hell.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
Wish you love me like you love yourself. Wish you love me like you love yourself. You love yourself. Wish you love me like you love yourself. Wish you love me like you love yourself. You love yourself. You. Wish you love me like you love yourself. You love yourself. Wish you love me like you love yourself. Wish you love me like you love yourself. You love yourself. You can do it, 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 can do it. You love me like you love yourself. You should love me like you love yourself. You love yourself.
So with that idea, if that's what you're going to go for, to make the format a little bit more balanced,
Press the button on the screen below.
you can do like how he did at Mistake on the Lake last year, where first round could be freestyle round, second round is going to be a selection of songs.
Thank you for playing.
A selection of pre-picked songs or songs picked at random, depending on how you do it. And then each person picks a song to freestyle from, you know, with, depending on the seating order, you know, whoever first, you know, all the way down to whoever in the bottom. First, whoever got first place in freestyle gets to pick the song first, etc., etc. Then, final round, head-to-head, it can be head-to-head with a card draw. That makes more sense. That way it's not the same format repeatedly. I think that would be dope. Yeah, exactly. I think that would make for an interesting format. A format that could like showcase a wide skill set. And also do a good job of showing who's kind of like the all-around best player at this game. I'm going to go ahead and use the restroom really quick, chat. Don't go too far. We're gonna come back. We're gonna play for maybe like a little bit longer and then call it a night. Don't go far, y'all. I will be right back. Enjoy some Dance Rush tunes while we're out. we are back. Hello. Gonna go ahead and give this a big old pause. Nadoka, thank you so much for the follow, for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate you. Yeah, so Meepsa, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too with Mistake on the Lake. I'm still kind of in the process of figuring out the cap. I'm thinking 32 this year, although it will totally depend on what the response is when I make the announcement.
In order to play the game, press the button on the screen
I
below.
do know that I've been giving the clear for 4 hours of Dance Rush. Which, if my calculations serve, is twice as much as we had last year. But I also don't want to use that full 4 hours and have everyone kind of sitting here bored. So there's that. Oh boy. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what I want to do. Yeah, so I think, like I said, the base amount I was thinking was 32, right? Like, hell yeah, 32. Let's raise the cap from 24 to 32. Also, Matt, everyone struggles with the 16ths in middle section fucking set me free. That's like the worst part of the song. Hey, thank you for the welcome back. That's what I'm thinking, but I mean, the first major Dance Rush tournament, the big deal that was had, I think the cap was like 48 and it hit it. But that was also a head-to-head tournament that took all day. Things are a little bit different. But like I said, it's going to depend on the response.
Press the button on the screen below.
Let's go ahead and play this. Got a few more sets left in me. Is it me, by the way, all of you that play Dance Rush, you know, you go to conventions, you play Dance Rush. Is it me, or is there something about playing outside of like your local arcade, playing at a con, where it's just harder to play? Like your stamina seems worse. It's just everything, all of them. You can't. You have none of your spoons that day. I feel like every time I play Dance Rush and not around one, I feel like I'm playing at 50% capacity. A lot of people are finding that out. I thought it was pretty common knowledge that for Discover missions, you have to unlock the previous song and play it in order to progress the Discovery chain. I thought that was common knowledge.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
Yeah, which for that chain, I felt that was unusual. That was kind of weird. Because traditionally you have to play the song in order to progress the discovery chain. Whereas that one felt different. It may have been because it was like a really special crossover event. But that's how that felt to me.
Press the button
But
on the
that's the
screen
thing,
below.
right? I can understand it, like day 2, day 3, right? After the partying is it. But like instantly upon getting there, I fucking wanted to die after my first set. And I was drinking water, getting sleep, and everything else. Not like I stayed up late the night before. I took it relatively easy for the most part. Oh man, this song is great. Let me tell you, I'm so thrilled it made it in the Dance Rush. I was like, man, this needs to be in Dance Rush since day 1. This song rules. Wait, we still live? I don't know. You tell me. Are we still live? Does it look like we're not live? I'm still kicking it, man. I'm still doing it.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, as per the title, yeah, there's Twitch trauma.
Press the
It
button on
fucking
the screen
sucks.
below.
And it keeps on getting worse and worse as as the time goes along. You need to play more Dance Rush. I mean, you spitting though.
Thank you for playing.
This year's songs fucking rule. But yeah, with all the Twitch drama and everything, in a nutshell, you know, without going to the big ass rant, rest in peace Streamlabs. For some reason. What do you mean by that? If I literally just looked at a tweet where Streamlabs was like, hey, y'all, so we were going to wait to tell you this, but we're working on Kick integration in Streamlabs. So look out for that. Until then, you can just use it as a custom ingest. Okay, sweet. Talk to you later, bro. Yeah, Streamlabs is still a thing. But, you know, to kind of give you a brief summary as to what's going on, Twitch, once again, without any warning, slapped on some changes to their terms of services in regards to advertising. How you, as a streamer, are allowed to... Also, yes, man, yo, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. They make changes to how you, as a streamer, can advertise on your own channel without using Twitch's own integrated ad or even their partner network, where they kind of act as a middleman between you and different advertisers and companies to get contracts for you. Basically, you're still allowed to do it for the most part, but you are extremely limited as to how much you can do. So for instance, you know that Fuego shoes, the shoes that I wear, they are an unofficial / official sponsor of the stream and the channel. You can click the link. There's the chat bot should be talking about Fuego shoes. Click the link to go ahead, and if you are interested in Fuego shoes, you can get a discount on them, boys. Go ahead and click the link. But yeah, so you see how there's Fuego shoes right below the camera down here? That's too big. Any sponsors, their icon needs to be less than, it needs to be it needs to take up 3% or less of the screen. So I mapped it out, and that's going to be somewhere around, I think, what did I say, like 59 by 30 or something like that. Like fucking dumb. Fucking dumb shit. Oh no, like 50. I said 57 by 30, approximately, or 57 by 13. And then the second thing is multi-streaming, like how we stream to Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. It's just completely banned. Even if you are not a Twitch partner or affiliate, if you're just someone who's just, you know, has no, you know, financial ties to Twitch, you just stream to it just because, for funsies, or you're trying to build your audience, you just can't stream to it at all. You'll just get banned. So I knew that. You know, they changed it so last year if you are a Twitch partner, you could multi-stream. Affiliates, no. So for the past like several months that I've been streaming to YouTube as well as in Kick as well, yeah, I've been playing with fire. The joke is that we're going to keep on doing this until we get shot. Until Jeff Bezos shoots the stream and the stream is dead on Twitch. Now it doesn't matter who you are, how much money you make, you'll just get shot. The other thing that I just read is that, because for a while, you know, to get past the whole multi-streaming thing, people are just like, fuck it, I cancel my Twitch partnership or affiliate agreement. The other thing is that now they'll charge you money. They'll charge you a minimum of $25. Or if you don't make if the amount of monetization you have is less than what is required for payout, which payout's like only $100. If you make more than $100 on the stream each month, then you get paid. If it's less than 100, they just will garnish that shit. So depending on how it is, if you're rich, $25. If you are poor, get fucked. You just won't get paid, which is dumb as shit. So that's that. So that being said, I'm trying something out. Unless if Twitch rolls this back in the next week or so, cool, then nothing will change. But for now, I'm going to say that next week's stream and the stream after are going to be on Twitch. I mean, they're going to be on YouTube, Kick, and maybe TikTok. No Twitch. So this isn't me trying to like shill for my YouTube channel, in which, by the way, you should follow it if you're interested in Dance Rush. At least you get the charts, in which those will be up soon. The current event songs will be up soon. I fucking got married and went to an anime con. My week has been busy, and there are 14 charts I need to record. But yeah, we're gonna be streaming on YouTube for the next 2 weeks and see how that goes. So make sure you at least subscribe to the YouTube, so that way you can like be informed when like I go live on the channel, so like you can follow along and shit. What else? Yeah, that's kind of about it for the most part. Other announcement, yeah, I got married. That shit was sick. Thank you for everyone who tuned into the wedding, who wished me congratulations then, wish me congratulations now. All of you demons, I think, who was it? Was it Neepson? Who like made the call to arms to get the YouTube to over 1,000 subs. I absolutely appreciate you guys, man. Like you helped me meet a fucking like goal that we've had on the channel since last year. So we finally did it. And what's really fucking strange is that as soon as you hit that 1,000 sub mark, all of a sudden the algorithm on YouTube starts to kind of pick you up a little bit more. Because my videos started popping up in a lot more recommendations. And it was kind of strange, let me tell you. My community post popped up a lot more too. But yeah, no, thank you all of you who supported the wedding and everything. It was a blast. Thank you all of you who voted, and the winning song, Saturday Night Love, actually made it into the wedding ceremony. So like you influence hopefully once in a lifetime, but one of the biggest moments in my life. You had a say as to what went on. For that, I blame Colossalcon weekend playing Dance Rush non-stop and Taiko no Tatsujin non-stop for 3 days straight, and then partying excessively, where I was dancing and shuffling my ass off. Let me tell you, once again, hashtag not an ad, but hashtag kind of an ad. Yo, these shoes fucking rule. If you're someone who like shuffles outdoor, who like goes outdoors and wants to dance outdoors and like really like shuffling and like lots of footwork, sliding footwork, these shoes were game changers. I was able to shuffle on concrete easily. That shit was so free. It felt so good because some of those DJs and the outdoor parties and the pool parties at Colossalcon, because Colossalcon, if you didn't know, is at a water park. It's at the Kalahari, which is like
Please choose the number of
one of the largest water parks in Ohio.
In order to play the game, press the button on the screen below.
Yo, sleep kind of goes though. You spit. Sleep kind of goes
Press
crazy
the button
though.
on the screen below.
But like shuffling in the outdoors was free with these shoes, and I was so thrilled that I fucking bought them. I had such a good time.
And also, what the fuck, Bandai? Bring Taiko to the US. Jesus fucking Christ. How are you gonna make a tweet today talking about my face when local arcades don't have any Bandai games? Motherfucker, how about you release the one Japanese... Well, it was actually more of like when the arcade doesn't have my obscure Japanese game. Motherfucker, we've been asking for one particular
Press the
obscure
button on the
Japanese
screen
game
below.
for the longest. You did a public test for Taiko here in the US that went very well. And we've heard nothing. I'm gonna need for you to hurry the fuck up with that. And don't give us that old ass version. Don't give us Taiko like green. That's like the version from like 2016. I want some of that good shit. You need to give us the good version. Don't fuck around. You sub to the YouTube? Thanks, man. Like I said, it's not a matter of like trying to, you know,
Press the
boost
button
my
on the
numbers, but
screen
just
below.
letting you guys know that like there's a strong chance that the stream won't be on Twitch next week. And if you like watching the stream, you should probably do that. It's a good idea. Yo, Eyes. 3 hours in and going strong. It's that Colossalcon stamina boost, let me tell you. Thanks for the sub, big man. I appreciate you. And drinking water. Yo, it's the summer here in the Northern Hemisphere. Y'all motherfuckers need to stay hydrated. Even though the weather is kind of weird right now, it's kind of cool. Temperatures are kind of low across the country. It's strange. Like, even people in California were like, yo, there's no sunshine. The fuck is going on? Like, here, I haven't had to, like, install AC units besides, like, Mrs. Aitken's office upstairs since. It's just been open windows, or, like, the past few days, the windows have been closed. It's just
Okay,
been fucking
stand by in
cold.
the center of the stage.
All right, let's play this. Song rules. This song rules.
Ready.
Yo, 8 Tracks is one of those songs, like so many, like Pandora's
Press the
Box,
button on the screen below.
where everyone knows the song is good. It's just criminally underplayed. The song goes, and the chart, although it's a little tiring because it does have you kind of like moving around a lot, fucking great.
Press the button on the screen below.
That year's Ichika event where we got all those crossovers, absolutely brilliant. So far, the summer crossover event, there hasn't been a better year than that year. Like damn near all of those songs went crazy that year.
I flip cause I told ya. List the northern exposure. Knowledge, my wisdom, understand.
But yeah, that does bring up a good point about sleep. Man,
Press the button on the screen below.
this is, I'll come in as like a rhythm game grandpa. Yeah, one thing that happens when you get older is that lack of sleep fucks you up even more. Like, I still have the power to function really well with like very little sleep. But when it comes to like activities like this,
I flip cause I told ya.
yo, my stamina and ability to perform well just fucking goes down the tubes if I don't get a decent amount of sleep.
That's just what I want the whole proof.
Or even like consistent, like restful sleep. I have a sleep condition, so like one of the things they say that you get asked all the time when they're assessing your like sleep, you know, your progress on your sleep condition is, did you feel well rested? Is your sleep restful? Yeah, for me, a lack of restful sleep will fuck my shit up. I can have very restful sleep and sleep for 3 hours and function, but even if I lay in a bed for 8 hours and it's ass, yo, I am doomed the next day. 8 Tracks and Pandora's Box don't have Discover Mission. Well, 8 Tracks is relatively cheap now, isn't it?
Okay,
See, that song's old as shit. Pandora's Box was a stamp song, so I can understand how they kind of fuck you there.
Ready.
Mr. Northern Exposure. I flip cause I told ya. Mr. Northern Exposure. Knowledge, my wisdom, understand my culture. Mr. Northern Exposure. I flip cause I told ya. That's just what I want the whole proof. Mr. Northern Exposure. I flip cause I told ya. Mr. Northern Exposure. Knowledge, my wisdom, understand my culture. Mr. Northern Exposure. I flip cause I told ya. That's just what I want the whole proof.
If they rechart Pandora's Box, they've got to make it so that is less than 150. Like, all of those dance songs are ridiculously expensive.
Press the button on the screen below.
And usually, like, the requirement, usually how it is with those, like, rechart events is that the requirement is that you play the original song. So that would suck if that was, like, a requisite. Didn't realize it requires party jumping to unlock go down. I guess it does, huh? Party jump is another one that's like, yo, get fucked. Fortunately, party jumping is a great chart. So, high recommend on that. Running Man version's a little boring in my opinion. Chart's not as great. But the OG, that OG goes. Okay, I think just because we are about to hit 3.5 hours, it's almost midnight here. By the way, for this may be relevant to only me, Happy Yo-Yo Day. This is Yo-Yo Day, in which, if you didn't know, I am a retired professional yo-yo player. I guess I'd say I'm still a professional yo-yo player because I still get paid to yo-yo and do shows, and I recently, I just finished up being on tour for yo-yoing with a magic variety show for my second year in a row, and it's looking like a third year as well. So, happy that day. If you happen to have yo-yoing as a hobby, go pick up some yo-yos. There's some ludicrous sales. If not, well then, finger wave, finger celebration. Woo! Yeah. Definitely going to go ahead and drink this water and get one more set in. I'll probably play, I think I'll play one of the recharts. I might play Penguin Morning, and then we'll play the final song. Yeah, party jumping is definitely worth getting. It's a solid 7 that has a lot of room for freestyling, and the chart flows really nicely. It's one of those original. It's one of those charts that was like in the early stages of the game that still holds up to this day, and it's just very well made. I would say that it being a 7 is very adequate because it's not terribly complex or difficult. It's just like straightforward. You have Running Man's, and it has a little bit of everything. You have your Running Man, you have SpongeBobbing, T-steps all over the place. It's just a well-made chart. I'll just put it that way.
Please choose the number of players. In order to play the game, press the button on the screen below. Press the button on the screen below. Select mode.
Party Jump is one of those charts that just gets better. It ages very well the better you get at the game. Woo! Also, playing at Colossalcon where the Dance Rush machine there is like a year behind, you realize just how many songs we got in 2022 to now. Like well over like 50 songs. There were so many songs that were missing. And I was like, shit, man, I just want to, oh, damn.
Press the button on the screen below.
For sure, looking forward to what you think about it. Let's play this. This is the other song that was like really fucking good for a rechart in this event. Which, as a reminder, even though I completed Midland Mainline Running Man Edition, weird. Not really that great.
Press the button on the screen
Trash
below.
Running Man, probably the best rechart of this entire event. Don't Be Afraid, I kind of forgot. And I mean, Don't Be Afraid is like a song that has never really stood out to me anyway. You Take My Soul's pretty good. Penguin Morning is probably the second best chart. I love the original Penguin Morning chart. But I can see why people like this version better. Bounce to This, SpongeBob, good chart. Nothing wrong with it. It just suffers the same problem, in my opinion, as You Take My Soul, where the original chart is just so good that it has such a high bar of competing with it. Let's go ahead and play this, y'all, if you haven't seen it.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready.
What are my thoughts on Light of Love? First of all, woo, full combo. State of the Past today, a little weird, but totally will cooperate if you like step firmly. And I don't mean like hard,
Press the button on
but
the
I
screen
mean like
below.
you actually have to like step intentionally on this side, on the right side. Light of Love is a good chart. Song bangs. Kind of like how So What is a chart that has a little bit of everything, and that's what makes it great on top of song being good. The only difference is that it's a level 8, and it's not as fun. to play. Like, So What is a 9 that's just incredibly fun to play. You play it for the first time and you immediately, it's a great chart, and I love charts that, like, the first time you lay eyes on, you go, oh, I see. I can see through. I can see where you can totally have fun and fuck about and go crazy. Yo, Smart, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Have a Super Chat email for your follow. As a reminder, unless the Twitch situation changes next week, we will be streaming. We will not be streaming on Twitch next week. We'll be streaming on YouTube. If you don't know what the YouTube is, it's same as this channel, EIJIKEN. So make sure you keep an eye out, sub to the channel on YouTube. I'm not saying this to try to get more subs, but just so that you know when we go live. So you can not miss it. Yeah, So What is like one of those charts that you immediately look at and go, it's not complex, but whoa, I see where you can fucking go crazy on it. And it's like, it has like one of the lowest no counts for a level 9 also. So it's not even difficult. But like, it has everything. And that's what makes it great. It's a wide showcase of the different charting styles and different steps and moves in the game. All right, let's go ahead and play this, y'all.
Okay, stand by in the center of the stage. Ready. Press the button on the screen below.
All my homies who've been playing rhythm games for years will know that Chorus K is
Thank you for playing.
a very talented and diverse artist. Some of the songs from his other aliases sound nothing like the bullshit he normally makes. And that's why he's really fucking good. All right, let's see. Some good karma was sent our way today. Which means we should probably return some of that good karma, put it back out in the universe. So I think if we're on Twitch, let's go ahead and raid. Let's raid someone. We were talking about ITG tonight. So let's go ahead and raid an ITG player tonight. Let's keep the rhythm game love going today. I think that's a very swell idea, don't you? Because, you know, Twitch is on the shit list right now. They're totally balls. They're acting very not cool lately. But that doesn't mean that we can't spread the love and punish other people for their bullshit. But yeah, as a reminder, we're going to be streaming on YouTube next week. And Kick if you're on that as well. I'm going to look into TikTok streaming and what that's about, because that would require that I somehow turn this into a vertical format when this stream is literally formatted for fucking widescreen, you know? All right. So we're going to go ahead and they keep on changing the layout too, and I hate that shit. God damn it, Twitch. All right, so we're going to go ahead and rate an ITG player because we were talking about that, and we got rated by an ITG player anyway. 2 of them, in fact. Dropped off 14 folks. So thank you so much to all of those who followed, all of those who dropped subs, all those who followed the YouTube. You're great. You're awesome. I appreciate you. Yeah. Hey, you out there, once again, thank you so much for wish me congratulations on me getting married last week. Did it on stream. The VOD is still up on YouTube and on Twitch if you ever want to watch it. If you want to have some moments of love and wholesomeness in your heart, you're more than welcome to. And shout out to everyone who I saw at Colossalcon showing me some love. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I enjoy having you in my life. And to all of you viewers out there, all of you beautiful people, thank you for being in my life. You fucking rule. I like you. I love you. I like you. I love you. You're great. You're awesome. Yeah. You know what the deal is. Every week, wash your damn hands, people. If you're sick, wear a mask. They're saying COVID is over. I still know people who got it just as recently as last week. So stay safe out there, please. Trans lives are human lives. Don't you forget that. Black Lives Matter. Lastly, 2 things. 1, be nice to each other, but also be nice to yourself. It's really hard to kind of get down on yourself lately when the sun is being hidden behind clouds and the weather is like doing a pump fake. That vitamin D does things to you. The other thing is, if no see you guys next week. Let's go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's show some love.
Japan. Your friendly Dance Rush player, DDR commentator dropping off some folks and showing love.
Blackpink in your area. Blackpink in your area.
Being a bad girl, I know I am. And I'm so hot, I need a fan.
maybe
I don't want a boy, I need a man.
Yo, nice. Hope you have fun there.
Click, clack, bada bing, bada boom. All eyes on me when I step in the room. You don't know, better ask somebody what you meant.
right now
That's
I'm
like
just
pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, bada, bada, pop,
hard
pop, pop.
difficulty
Raise your
stuff.
glass to the roof like ja, ja,
So
ja.
one below
Hands up,
expert
lit with a bottle full of
on
Henny.
good
Put your
stuff.
mouth on the speaker.
If there's anything you'd like to see me play, go ahead and ask.
We broke up the air, you say 大人にならなきゃって I don't want out, I'll lay there.
Some folks working on ECS stuff dropped on my stream. Thought I would continue the good trend.
Oh yeah, I think Azrix just finished their RO and then raided you, right?
Boom, baya.
Yeah, they had a really good one too.
Yeah, 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 boom, baya. Yeah, 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 boom, baya, yeah.
I heard they got some big ones. 16, 17, 17.
Yeah. Like, Azrix's max block is 18, but he only has 2